Welcome back to Griffin, Indiana. Today we're going to be jumping in and getting some field work done. Finally. If you guys missed the last two series, we have been busy rebuilding the main farm, which looks great. And we've also been busy rebuilding the cow farm as well, which looks like a completely different area. But everything is here. We've also got the pumps and hoses stuff set up, so that's kind of cool. We're all set to go, ready with that. It's all here. So with that, it's time to get to work. So the first thing we're doing, oh, this thing does not grip at all. I really got to find another John Deere because this one's not the most fun to drive in the world. We need to go ahead and get our planter, so that's there. We also need our sprayer, which is right here. And we need to explain why I got $2 million. Simply put, I got $2 million because I decided in the first series we took out a $1 million loan, and it took us less than 10 episodes to knock that out. So why don't we take out a $20 million loan here? And you can definitely see 20 or 22. No, I'm not doing a $20 million thing. $2 million. Oh, hang on. We don't have any spray. Done. Fixed. So we're going to go through. We're going to spray this field right here. We've also got these fields up here, which are completely fertilized, which is nice. Field 16, 14, 13, and 15. It could have gone in a much better order than that. I'm sorry. Two of these fields we can harvest. Two of them we can't bother with. So I think what I'm going to do is just cultivate it all under. Plow it all under, maybe reset these fields to cultivated state and take it from there. But I'm going to spend my $2 million on these four fields right here. Boom. How much we got left? About $250,000? $500,000? A little better. All right, never mind. So here you go. This is what I'm going to reset everything to in 13, 14, 15, and 16. So there's 13, 14, 15, and 16. Now they are all set to cultivated. There ain't nothing special about them. And we are going to go ahead and start spraying on this field because I got some plowing work to do on those fields. All right, so this is what we're up to. We going to get to plowing. I've already lined up one edge of this field. We are over here right now. So we've got this. I think, should I go left? Nah, I'm just going to keep going straight on this one. We'll come back through and we'll hit all that. So the idea here is that I'm taking 4 smaller fields, which cost a decent amount of change by themselves, but are actually a little bit cheaper-ish than one of the massive fields, which seems to be about the same size. Probably get more with the other big field, but hey, this right here, I think this will do us just fine. I'm going to come at this from the front side, just like so, and I'm just going to plow up real slow until it gets all of that. Just like that. I figured this was probably one of the easiest ways in order to get all of our money back, because it's going to take a little while to get all that money back. I mean, $2 million? That's a chunk of cheddar, my dude. That's a chunk of cheddar. We're also going to need to invest in some more equipment. So we got 2 combine harvesters now. That's good for us. However, we're going to need to get some other stuff as well. I think possibly having 2 planters, that might be a good thing, even though the planters were a little bit expensive. We also need to look into getting another sprayer because I'm not quite sure having one is going to be enough. I also don't know if we've got enough money to get the 4940 and justify that, or if another trailed sprayer is what we want to go with, at least for now. 4940 is nice to have. We're only going to spray these fields 4 times a year, some of them 6. So that wasn't good. Hold up. Did you guys just see that? I'm going to go into landscaping mode real quick, and I'm just going to go to soften and make that kind of hard. There we go. Bring all that up together. There we go. Nice and soft. Real quick, idiot number 1 up here got stuck after the second pass. So basically the whole time I've been talking, he's just been stuck there like, anybody want? Hello? Can anybody help me? No one wants to help you. You're an idiot. We could also probably raise up the ground here and remove these trees and make just one incredibly massive field. They line up. The issue that I'm worried about is the water, because the water sometimes has collisions with it, and workers will acknowledge that that's not water. It's just the ground. This might be beneficial. All right, we got to Got to come at this with at least a strong head. So that line's up there. This we could easily bring it to match. Block that out right there. Hire one worker. Let them do the whole thing. Downside, one field's kind of boring. On the plus side, I could just delete the trees, which is exactly what I'm going to do. That's not a real tree. Nope. All right, well, at least for now, I've flattened all this out. But I do think this is a good idea. One big field, makes it nice, makes it easy. Goodbye, tree. Couple more. All right, there's step one. Step two, save the game. All right, y'all ready to do this? We're going to combine these fields right here. Right now, landscaping wanted to do a level. Sometimes we could do a squared off bit here. I'm not going to try and do that. What I'm going to try and do is come in maybe like right here. So I see where the land is. Actually, no, we're going to have to do this square. We're going to have to square it off just like that. Bring it in and go across just like so. It's working. It's working. It is working pretty darn good. All I got to do is we'll bring these together, smooth it out, and that part's done. So let's go ahead and bring this in. I'm going to do a lot of work to this, but you know what? I think it's worth it. I will also say they're not completely flat with each other. Neither one of these areas are completely flat. However, I think this is going to work just fine. Again, what we'll do is come through with a smoothing tool, and we'll just smooth all this out. And that should put us right where we want to be. Also, some of these areas don't want to flatten out. There we go. Perfect. Now we're just going to take the soften tool and go back and forth across just like this so that we hit any areas that weren't quite right. This will bring everything up to speed for us. A bit of an issue. I accidentally picked the wrong part to flatten out. So now everything is just a little bit too high. Oops. All right, now last step before we can get in and do some field work, I'm going to just run the smoothing tool right between where I've done all the flattening and the field itself. This should bring both areas in together, and I think we'll be good. Can I drive across this smoothly now? Yes. Perfect. All right, let's plow it all up. By far, I gotta say, the most difficult part right here, trying to get all of these fields just lined up perfect. Come on, one more. Give it to me. There you go. So one field is a little bit further down than the other field. Whatever. Don't even care at this point. I'm done-ish. Oh, looks like we got a little spot right here. Doesn't want to get plowed up. So here's how I fix this on the other farm. I went into painting and painted over it. Ah, that didn't work. Well, we know sculpting doesn't work. What if I put some plants on it? Maybe that'll work. Some grass. Does that work? I know plowing's turned on. Yeah. Well, that worked. Not sure which one of those worked, but it worked, and that's what matters. And we are done. Yes, sir. Oh, I love it. Now we got to go through and fertilize all of this. So it should start. Yeah, there we go. Some of this is already fertilized just because of being where it is and all that good stuff. Of course, some here in the middle. This is going to get double fertilized. Not a big problem, though. And one thing I really like, this whole field is not far away from our BGA over there. We could, in theory, reach the hoses for the pumps and hoses all the way there. Question is it going to stop right here? Nope. Kept going through. Nice. I'll also say there's a bit of a steep incline coming down into this field. Just in general, that's the way it was whenever I bought it. So I might try and come in and adjust that just a little bit. We'll let that guy go where he's going for now. We'll come in here to landscaping, go to soften. We'll bring this all the way up and we'll make it as large as we can. Well, maybe halfway. Let's see. Is this going to do anything at all other than bring the top side down? Maybe. All right, hypothetically, this guy should just kind of do the rest of his job and not have to worry about me anymore. Hopefully, he'll come all the way down here, hit that, turn around, and do it again. Will they do it? Huh. Yeah, they will. Sweet. Now for the fun part. We get to use our new and improved Kinsey John Deere planter that has been put together. I got a little bit of help from J Turk Modding, my man. been a moderator for a long time on the channel, good friend just as long, and he was able to change a few things for us. The Kinsey logo is still blue, whatever. I like it. I think it looks cool. What he was able to do is get those extra parts that were like white and blue to change colors. We also have new color options for a couple of the pieces, as you can see. So I'm very, very, very happy about that. Very excited about that. And I'm trying to figure out what I want to plant first in this massive field. No, not poplars. I hear you out there. You know, why don't we just do wheat? A basic, generic, great way to start off. Oh yeah, check this folding speed out too. Look at this. In real life, this thing would be all over the place, but because it weighs like a fourth of what it did when I got it, yeah, well, it's a lot better. I love it. Yes, 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 yes. We'll drop it down. We'll turn it on, and we will go. Let's see if I can get this thing lined up appropriately. There we go. Lined up. I do like that it still has the planter footing on there. It doesn't have the cedar look as the planter look. I think that's pretty cool. Also, this seems to be doing okay. I was a little bit worried because this is still the small engine, the 280. I mean, we could go up to the 410 if we wanted to, but I'm not sure that we actually need to. Is this going to miss some? Oh, yeah, she missing a little bit just because it's all the way down. I could come in and adjust that, but just don't care. We'll say this as well. Look at the sprayer. He's definitely not as far along as I thought he was, but it's still not awful. Oh yeah, and I realized that a mod installed that made every seeder and planter roll the field automatically for me. And I've got a roller. I actually kind of want to do that job for once. So I turned that off. Now we got to roll. Keep rolling. Don't demonetize me. While we're up here, let's check this area of the field. I only smoothed out one spot because I'm still not quite sure if it's going to be worth it or not. We've got those massive harvesters. Whoa, don't go across. I didn't hit that sign. It was already down when I got here. Yeah, I think this is going to be a little bit of an incline with those harvesters. Not saying. Actually, I am saying. It's gonna be a tough incline for harvesters to hit this, especially with that big header that I've got. I'm not sure that's gonna be a great idea and a great time, but the cedar seems to be handling it perfectly fine, so that I'm okay with. Now we're at the part where I've got to do this kind of myself. Hopefully it... Oh, look at that! It's modulating to the ground to hit all the areas that we need to hit. That's going to be a tough spot, especially for our harvesters. They don't flex. At least the headers that I've got right now don't. Maybe I should invest in some custom modding headers because those definitely will flex. And now that I'm thinking about it, one of the headers I've got is a custom modding header. So we're good, probably. I also think it would be kind of fun because we've got wheat right here. Let's do something with it. Instead of just selling the wheat as it is, let's find a bakery. Let's figure out a bakery that might have to be modified a little bit to handle this much. I believe Ada Modding's got one that could probably handle it. If not, I'm sure Omatana's got something. We'll find something somewhere. If you guys know of a bakery that's massive that could handle this much wheat at once and be able to process the entire lot of it at one time, let me know, because I'm very interested. The first headland is done. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to go back and forth this way, but I've still got to run 3 headlands on each end. So we're going to go ahead and hit that now. We got a little bit of extra space, and hopefully by the time we get done with that, the sprayer is going to be all finished up. And I think we will be almost finished up as well. And there you go. A whole lot of work left to do. Here is our field. Oh, the next time you guys see it, hopefully it's going to be rolled and it's going to be fertilized and all the good stuff. Done, I think is the word I'm looking for here. It's gonna be done.